Yo, what is happening, guys, and welcome back to the Let's Talk Finance channel. As you can tell by title and the thumbnail, today we will be taking a closer look at the Qatar card, because now the full card has been announced for us to look at. I was going to record a video at the beginning whenever this card was announced, because you had Gimmet Slim, the Salt Poppy, King Kenny. There's a lot of big fights already on this card, and I was going to record a reaction to it and give my opinions, but you know what? I'm glad I held off, because we didn't know Deji's opponent at that point. We didn't know all the other cards, the prelims, anything like that. But now we do. And we're going to go over the entire card because it is literally just around the corner. It is literally in like 5 days. And it is going to be fireworks. It's a super card. That's what it is. It's going to be insane because there's a lot of good fights on this card and a lot of good matchups that are going to lead into another good matchups with other fighters on the card. And it's going to be insane. So, hey, let's take a look at the full card. Let me know if you already have some predictions. I'll do my predictions closer to the time. But let me know if you already got some predictions for this fight. Let me know your opinions down below. But let's take a look at the full thing. Alright, first taking a look at the prelims. The first fight up is Amir Anderson versus Niraj, as I assume you say his name. Obviously, Amir Cashman Anderson. We got on one of the previous ones. He showcased his skills. I don't really know who Niraj is, but I'm assuming Cashman's going to get in here. He's going to get in here, put his skills on, and this is kind of just a fight to kind of build him up a little bit. This should be a good fight, seeing Cashman back, and he's probably going to stop him. This fight is probably just that. They've probably set this up that he can get in there. He can kind of stack his record a little bit like a lot of other people do until he gets a bigger name, because we saw him last time out and he was impressive. So this time, it's just going to be another quick get in, get the job done, build your name bigger, get bigger fights, and that's what I assume is happening here. Then the next fight on the prelims is one that's actually, I feel like, is way overdue, and that is Swarms versus Pineda. This one's good. I can't remember the last time we saw Pineda. I think the last time we saw Pineda is when he fought Ed Matthews, I believe. And the last time we saw Swarms was, I believe, October 2023 on the Prime card, when he was supposed to rematch Ryan Taylor, and then Ryan Taylor got arrested, and then he quit boxing, and then Ed Matthews stepped in, and then Ed Matthews caught Swarms in like 40 seconds and knocked him out. I remember that. I can't get over that. That shit was crazy, and that shit was on the prelims too. So I think that was Swarms last time out. Swarms, that's actually funny. Swarms last time out was losing to Ed Matthews by knockout, and Pineda's last time out was winning against Ed Matthews by knockout. I don't feel like it's a fair fight right now. I've played this fight in my head a couple times, and I've always thought it was a fair fight, but looking at it, I don't feel like it's a very fair fight. But then again, Swarms did just get caught in the Ed Matthews fight, so he'll probably get in there and give, Pineda a better run for his money. But that's good. I feel like that fight's way overdue, and we're finally getting there, so it'll be interesting. Then we got Return of the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the beast incarnate himself, Chase the Moore. I can't even say how much, man. Chase the Moore versus Kells. Now, I don't know who the hell Kells is, but I know who Chase the Moore is. The GOAT, of course. That'll be an interesting one. I guess we're going to get the same type of thing with Chase the Moore, which, is the kind of type of punches. Maybe he gets on top of someone, starts beating them up, who knows, might hit someone with a chair. We're going to get the typical Chase the Moore antics probably if we have another press conference, so that one will be good. That'll be interesting. Then we'll move on to a big fight, a big rematch, and that is Lil Cray Cray versus Yuddy Gang. They obviously have said it countless times. They had a fight originally. Lil Cray Cray was winning that fight. It was a bomb scare. They'll all leave the arena. They didn't continue the fight, which I think was fair. Next time out, Yuddy Gang ended up winning. Very good fight. Very close fight. Yuddy Gang ended up winning and pulling away. So this is Lil Cray Cray's chance after defeating Joey Knight last time out. He's got a chance to redeem himself. And if he wins, we could have a trilogy on our hands, because the first fight technically doesn't count because there was no winner. It was a no contest. But this is a fight, I said, this is the same as Waleed and Dean. If they fought 100 times over, I'd watch it 100 times over because it's interesting. It's just as good as the last time, and it's just as good the next time, and that's how it's going to be. So that's going to be a really good fight. That's honestly one of the fights I'm looking forward to the most. Then we got Nick Lamal versus Warren Spencer. It was obviously supposed to be Nick Lamal versus Jay Swingler in the rematch, which was announced in Dublin. But I believe, if I'm correct, Jay Swingler had to pull out because of medical issues. He wasn't cleared by a doctor with whatever injury he had to actually perform, which is a bit annoying because obviously you assume he did get checked over and was cleared to fight when he announced it in Dublin and when the fight was originally put together, but then for some reason he can't pass medicals now, so he was forced to pull out. So now it is Nick Lamau versus Warren Spencer. Warren Spencer obviously faced off against Ben Williams. I don't know why my mind went blank. Faced off against Ben Williams. Give Ben Williams a good fight. Nick Lamau, obviously very skilled. Had a few underwhelming performances in the tag teams, but I say it is tag team matches. One-on-one, he has proven that he's got skills, so that's going to be a good fight. That's a fight I didn't see coming, but I think, honestly, with Jay Swinger pulling out, I think Warren Spencer was a really, really good replacement. He was someone I wouldn't have thought of to throw against Nick Lamau, but you know what? It's a good idea. As I said, I wouldn't have expected it. I wouldn't have name dropped Warren Spencer to go against him, but now that I'm seeing it, like on paper, I'm like, you know what? This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a good fight because Warren Spencer proved last time he can cause you some issues. And Nick Lamau, first time he got in the ring, he showed that he's just got natural skills for boxing. So that's going to be a good fight. Then we got Jarvis versus Ben Williams, and this is a hard one because I'm a big fan of both these guys. Jarvis obviously coming forward, throwing the heavy punches, trying to brawl you. He's willing to take a couple punches to give a couple punches because he knows whatever you hit him with, he's going to outpower you and he's going to try and knock you out. And that is his game plan. Jarvis has the fun type of boxing you like to watch where he just brawls you. He stands in the centre of the ring and he goes head to head, toe to toe, and that is it. Ben Williams obviously being more the boxer, putting the combos together, using his footwork. It's going to be a good fight. I'm a big fan of both of them. Don't know who I want to win. Don't know who I think's going to win. But I guess that's an answer I got to give closer to the time. Then this one is a very underwhelming one. This one's very disappointing. I can't lie, I'm heavily disappointed. Deji makes a return to the ring and he's fighting the Wood Savage, whoever the hell that is. Now, maybe my mind's going blank. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about and I'm being a dumbass. But looking at this guy, no disrespect to him, he doesn't look like he's a UFC fighter, a boxer. He doesn't look like he's had a boxing fight before. I'm assuming he's just a YouTuber or TikToker or something. And it is very heavily disappointing because I would have taken the Alex Wasabi rematch. That's what I wanted most. But we assumed because Deji has shown he has skills that he'd step up the competition a bit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if I'm missing something, but I just don't think this guy's fought before. I think he's YouTuber TikTok. Don't think he's UFC fighter. Don't think he's boxer. Don't think he's any of that. I think he literally just makes videos online and they went, we need an opponent for Deji. Whoever the hell they were setting up pulled it out apparently. So here you go. Here's someone else to like stat pad your record. I don't want to see it. I wanted to see Deji return. I didn't want to see that. You know, it's just, you have guys like Slim, like Gibb, like King Kenny, like Saul Poppy, like KSI, who are fighting competition, fighting the best, and trying to get harder fights. And Jarvis. Jarvis wants to fight fucking everyone. You have these guys trying to fight all the best, and then you just have Deji fighting these random fucking people. It's just a bit disappointing, man. I don't know. Let me know your opinions down below. Let me know if I'm missing something, if he does have a fighting background, but I just don't think so. So let me know your opinions. Then move on to one that I didn't think I'd see. HS Tiki makes a return, and he's fighting Masai Warrior. HS Tiki obviously fought in Dublin, so he fought a couple months ago, and he's making a return. Masai Warrior I'm not too familiar with the name of it. I'm assuming he's a fitness influencer or he does some sort of combat sports. That'll be a good one. You know, HS Tiki didn't really get to showcase skills in Dublin, but he showed he had power. You know, his opponent can't just lay on the floor. He couldn't really do much, but HS Tiki won the fight nonetheless. They got into another fight outside of the ring. So you know what? It's going to be good because you know he's going to come and he's going to try and fight them at the press conference. He's going to cause mayhem, and it's going to be one of these things where people are either going to watch because they really want HS TikTok to win, or they're going to watch because they really want to see him get knocked out. And he's obviously going to come in with the intention of winning and pissing everyone off. So it's going to be an interesting one nonetheless. Then we got the co-main. Saul Poppy, King Kenny. A fight that I've been wanting to see for a long time, and I think you all have been wanting to see for a long time too. Saul Poppy, one of the most skilled. King Kenny, one of the most skilled. King Kenny has the best job in the YouTube boxing scene, I've said before. Saul Poppy, probably one of the most skilled in the YouTube boxing scene. And this is going to be a good one. And it all depends, is Saul Poppy used to his weight yet? Because when he fought against Slim, he wasn't used to that weight. He's obviously had a couple fights since then. but they haven't been as intense as a Slim one, but he needed to get used to his way a little bit. So I feel like Saul Poppy maybe is mentally switched on now. He's not going to do the taunting. He might a little bit, but he's not going to do the taunting as much. He's going to be switched on because he knows this is a dangerous fight. King Kenny, are we going to get the boxing one, which jabs, or are we going to get the aggressive King Kenny that comes in for the knockout? Because I think that all depends how this fight goes. If we got the aggressive King Kenny coming in and he puts pressure on Saul Poppy, that's going to be a banger of a fight. But if he stays on the jab and kind of just be really hesitant to throw, I think Saul Poppy might get him, might piece him up a little bit. But I feel like we're going to get the aggressive Kenny. I think we're going to get fireworks. I think we're going to get good boxing skill, but I also think that we're going to get them two standing in the middle of the ring and trading a little bit. It's going to be a good fight. And I feel like there's a stoppage coming in this one. That's all I'm going to say for now. And then we move on. And we got the main event, Gib versus Slim, which we've all been waiting years for. I've said it countless times in countless videos. Gib and Slim was the second most wanted fight in the YouTube boxing scene outside of KSI and Jake Paul. KSI and Jake Paul's number one. Gib and Slim was number two for a lot of people because Gib and Slim is the exact thing as KSI and Jake. There's a lot of personal beef there. There's a lot of animosity and hatred there. We've watched the face-off, we've watched the promos, we've watched the press conference. These two men do not like each other. You know, they've been talking shit to each other for years, for about 4 or 5 years. And now they're finally signed a contract. They're finally going to get in the ring. You got Gib, which is a cardio machine. He's going to get in there. He's going to have better footwork than you. He's going to outwork you. He's going to throw the combos, and he's going to constantly be on the move. You got Slim, who's the Brooklyn Brawler. He's going to get in. He's got that heavy punch. He may not have the cardio like Gib does, but he carries that power through the later rounds. So even if you're multiple rounds ahead, he can still catch you and do that. He's game. He's going to stand toe-to-toe with you, and he's going to go for it. And he's got the reach, you know. So these two men, it's a 50-50 fight. They both believe that they're 100% just going to destroy the other one. They're both saying it's a 95-5 fight. No one understands that. But on paper, by my eyes, and I assume by your eyes too, this looks like a 50-50 fight to me. And I think if these guys fought multiple times, I think we'd all agree we'd watch it countless times. Because this is a fight we've been wanting. As I said, Jake Paul KSI, we've accepted that fight's gone. We're never getting that fight. I didn't think this fight was a possibility because Slim was on Misfits and Gib just wouldn't come to Misfits. He went to Social Gloves and took them down. He went to Kingpin and took them down. I just never thought this was a possibility. I thought if Gib came on the Misfits, it was going to be against King Kenny because that was kind of the Kingpin main event and that was the fight they were all looking to see. And that is a fight I would like to see in the future. But this is the fight where the personal beef is there and all the animosity and hatred is there. And they need to step in and prove because a lot of people rank Slim one step, like one above Gib, and a lot of people rank him one above. In the YouTube boxing scene, a lot of people got Jake at number one, KSI at number two, or vice versa. And then you got Saul Poppy, Slim, and Gib, usually in your top five, and just outside of that would be like King Kenny and Deji. But usually Slim and Gib, you know, if one of them is 3, the other's 4. If one of them is 4, the other's 5. You know, Saul Poppy kind of bounces around there. But whoever's in front, the other one is just one step behind in a lot of people's minds. And it switches between a lot of people. A lot of people think Slim's better. A lot of people think Gibbs better. And that's what's so exciting about this. Now they get to prove, why am I only one number ahead of him? I'm going to prove to you that I'm miles ahead of him. And that's the intensity that both fighters are coming with. So this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a great card. They call it the Supercard in Qatar for a goddamn fucking reason, because it is going to be exactly that. But that is my thoughts on the entire card. Let me know your opinions down below. Who do you think's going to win each fight? As I said, I'm going to give you my opinions closer to the time, my predictions closer to the time. Hopefully we get another press conference, the open workout, so it'll be interesting. But let me know your opinions down below. Let me know, what fight are you most interested in outside of the main event, the Gib versus Slim? What fight do you think you're the most interested in? What fight do you think is the most underrated? What fight are you looking at that you're like, a lot of people aren't going to expect this to be that good, but it's going to be good? I think the Warren Spencer-Nick Lamau one is going to surprise a lot of people. I think that one's going to be fucking sick. So we're going to have to look out for that one. But for now, let's get ready, because in a couple days it's going to happen. Hope y'all having a good one. If y'all enjoyed the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. Think positive. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.